Welcome back, 47.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, 47. Welcome back to the dojo. Welcome back, Bryce.
Hi.
We're playing Hitman. This is the, what it calls, Patient Zero, the Game of the Year expansion.
I'm excited. I've only seen a little bit of this.
Yep.
But I love the idea of going back to all these campaign maps, having totally reworked all of them.
Yeah, they're all in different areas. So it starts off in Bangkok, yep, and they're all, a bunch of them are at night. I think that I've got this. I think I've got this pretty well clocked. I'm hoping that there aren't any big screw ups. I practiced. I've practiced all of them.
A small group of potential cult recruits.
So yeah, this is the first part here. Since I've been talking over Diana the entire time is
there's a cult.
There's a cult,
and we're trying to get rid of the cult.
Yep. We've been hired to basically take out the cult leader and then his second in command, Sister Yildiz and Nabazov. They've got the upper floor of Himapen or Hippaman or whatever it is.
The Hitman Hotel.
Yeah, the Hitman Hotel is all set up. I'm going to take...
Wow, you've got a lot of stuff unlocked. Are you like I mean, you must play a lot of this. You're like a mastery of Hitman.
Yeah, in fact, the other day I was looking at it and... I never did the escalations, and that's like one of the few things that's keeping me from having platinum in every category. I think there's like only a couple. I didn't get into Colorado as much with all the side
weird
optional stuff because it's such a complicated map. Like there's one of those that's poison all 4 of the targets to death, and it's just like that's a problem. But I would like to actually say before we start, even though that I haven't really never talked about this before, but there's a guy online called Mr. Freeze 2244 who does nothing but like Hitman tutorials and how to get like the redacted objectives and how to do this challenge and how to do like every mission. He's got how to do suit only silent assassin.
Oh, like the Agent 47 achievement stuff.
Yeah. So and a lot of this stuff, I find it's because of the way that Hitman is set up. I think it's really cool to go look at that stuff, and then I like to iterate on it. Is like because a lot of times they're doing stuff just kind of by the skin of their teeth, and I like to.
You like to jazz it up.
Yeah. So I like to wear a cowboy hat.
Woo! You don't stick out at all. You're totally inconspicuous.
Hey, ma'am, I like to think like you know how 47 when he does stuff he's just like 47. He's like the Vin Diesel of assassins.
Yeah,
I like to think that when he wears the cowboy hat that he adopts, he's like, howdy y'all.
But it's so gravely. Howdy y'all.
Right. What's his? My name's Jethro Reaper. My brother Tobias is out there doing stuff, but oh, hey, thanks, buddy. So I know I can do this mission really quickly, but I'm going to kind of dawdle a little bit just to kind of, you can see some of the stuff that's going on in here. So first thing we're going to do is check in.
Name's Tobias Reaper.
My God.
Name's Tobias Reaper. He needs some chew. He needs a little bit of chew to really get the accent.
That's a chaw button, a button where you like... spitting on the floor of this hotel. So I already know that there's a few things that we're going to need to get for this particular mission.
Okay.
And I know this, I kind of considered briefly like going through the entire stage and showing people why you need this stuff, but...
you really need to stop by the buffet.
Yeah. Well, there's actually one thing that I need here. I'm going to wait for this guy to... I like the fact that this outfit makes him stand like he's a gunslinger.
Yeah, he's... Like, I imagine if his idle animation goes any longer... You'll just hear.
Yeah. So I'm going to need this vodka. So we picked up this vodka, 92 proof vodka.
Pretty low proof.
Yeah.
Wow.
That says extremely flammable. That's only what, 50, 40?
Almost 50%.
Yeah, close to 50%. So we've got that, and then we also need to go. We can't just. We could just go walk up and check out this exhibit, but there's a faster way to get in.
Ooh, speedrun strats. Okay.
So yeah. This one, I don't know. There's a lot going on in here. Like, it's weird though because they didn't actually take out some of the stuff from the. Oh wait, I wonder
from the original campaign.
I wonder if this lady is still here. Every time a lot of times when I run by here, there's this like lady in a sarong that would pass who goes, "There goes my next ex-husband," like every single time, and it's like, "Damn, woman." So I pulled this emetic syringe for one of the kills, and then I brought these scramblers to get into the hotel room next to mine because if I don't, let's see where we got some guards going over here. I don't really want them to be looking at me when I'm doing this. There's an outfit in this room that I want, so I'm just gonna need to let this guy go back over this way.
Oh, is this like one of the cult member outfits?
Yeah, yeah. This particular thing, this particular outfit in this room is actually part of a subplot that goes through this entire campaign that at some point I want to do a full video on because it's pretty. I thought it was just this really quick thing, and then it turns out to be like this really like kind of involved subplot, which I don't think even the main game had, where it's a character and his story that goes throughout the entirety of this DLC essentially.
Oh, you were telling me about this. Okay.
Yeah, yes. So here we've got this guy's like real.
Too many are afraid of death.
Fucking shitty.
They think it's the end, but it's not.
Yeah,
death is the beginning.
I don't know why everybody in their cult they have these they have to get these
Hypnoswirl.
Yeah, they got these Uzumaki spirals on their head. One of the things I actually really like is so the main guy, where is he right now? He's back. I think that's the old Does. Or no, that's her over there. Is that he comes out and he does a little like
dance?
He lights some incense in front of these things. And if you could actually see it right there. You can see on the other side of this there is a gas tank. Oh. And if you loosen it up, then when he goes to do his incense, it just explodes him. Right? Oh. There's a lot of collateral damage. But one thing I do want to do is we could check out these two.
We talked about it. You wanted to do it too, remember?
Rebecca, have you heard what he's talking about? This is not some little wellness getaway. I have a horrible feeling about this.
Well, I'm doing it. And if you love me, you'll do it with me. I mean, we've got the tattoos and everything.
Clearly, like, they're an open book. I mean,
yeah.
No conspicuous.
Together now.
They're arguing in front of the hot tub.
Go get your stuff from the room and join me in the garden. And if you don't, I'll know you don't love me.
That's emotional kidnapping.
I feel like this was written by like a middle schooler.
Coward, Jeff.
Oh, no, Jeff! It's Jeff. So Jeff, spoiler alert, Jeff is the person that I was talking about that has a subplot through this entire thing. How could I not make a video?
Long time no see.
What? You don't know me. You don't know me, Jeff. And it was actually Jeff's room that we broke into. It's Jeff's clothes that we're wearing now. But he's going to go back.
He's going to have a bad time when he goes and sees that he doesn't have. He's going to try to join her in the garden, but he's not going to have the clothes.
Yeah. So this guy, he's going to, I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, he's the one who talks about, like, you need.
Come on. Just use cognac or something.
You can't use cognac. You need. Yeah.
Those classless toads won't notice.
I must have left it in the restaurant. Fine, they'll just have to eat it raw.
So that's intel to show you where the vodka is
that you picked up.
Yeah, and if you so they're doing their thing right now, which I can't actually go in there at the moment, but you find out that the Nabokov does this thing where he puts his hands over these big like braziers that are on fire as he's like, don't fear death, and he does that. And then if you hang around long enough, you'll find some people that are talking about how like, I heard that he goes and he dips his hands in this like flame retardant fluid before he does that.
Sounds like the right way. I mean, I don't know what if that's a real thing, but that sounds like the right way to do that trick.
Yeah, except that he's supposedly like, are you coming over here? Come on, dude. You heard that, right?
Do you have to hit it more towards the door?
Yeah, a little bit. There, maybe?
No.
Really? I did this a bunch of times. This guy always comes over here.
The coin stuff and noise stuff is not always perfect in this game.
Let's see. Let me try like a little
when
closer.
It works, it's great. But
there he goes. So yeah. So what we get is we have highly flammable vodka, man who dips his hands in a flame retardant fluid right before he puts them over fire. So you add one plus the other, and you come up with some interesting possibilities. So this guy is a bodyguard, and we're going to go ahead and take his clothes and hide him. and then we're gonna go steal some shit. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. There's been a lot of chatter online, like a lot of the I go to the Hitman subreddit. A lot of people who are just like really dissatisfied with the idea that this is $20. I think it's because on Steam, IO has this listed as essentially
DLC.
They have the two parts of the DLC listed separately. So they have
the campaign and the upgrade pack.
They have it's like $10 for the campaign and then $10 for 3 outfits, for the cowboy outfit and then the other 2 that we're going to see before this is over. Yeah. And the Raven suit. So let's see. Now we kind of got a waiting game. There's actually a few different ways that we can. Oh no, wait! We need to go get. We need to go steal.
Do you
some
need
stuff.
to set a trap? You haven't even set a trap yet.
No,
or is this going to be a real bloody show?
No, I'm hoping this is going to take a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Because I want to try to get in a position to really watch this guy eat it.
That is Oibek Nabazon.
So there he is, and his bodyguard isn't a big fan. But I think that he's got these little things that have these weapons on them. This is an amputation knife. Uh-oh, somebody's looking at me.
Oh.
Nobody, I'm nobody, I'm nobody, I'm nobody, I'm nobody, I'm nobody, I'm nobody. Damn it, that blew my good ranking. Let's see if I go around here.
He's there! I see him!
Oh, God.
A bitch. That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Nothing is fucked. There's no need to resort to
anything you've already.
Yeah, no.
Suspicious.
You can actually do all of this because one of the big complaints that I have with this is that there's really only there's a lot of these missions that have 2 targets. Like the next one has 2 targets as well, and there's only really a really creative way to kill one of them. Like the other one is just kind of.
Are there not as many? Were they feats? Or
so
opportunities.
Yeah. So
opportunities in this one.
They took that out entirely. So you can basically rely on challenges. Okay. So you have these are essentially the same as they were before, but they don't have the really super guided then do this, then do this, then do this, which
that makes sense, I guess. The opportunities were great, but they were also very on rails if you wanted them to be effective.
Yeah, I feel like IO took it out because the community didn't like it all that much, and I am not really a big fan of that because I always feel like it's one of those things where where it's like have you ever seen how in the Super Mario games how they have that thing with the golden Tanuki suit where if you die too many times they give you that suit where you can just fly forever and you're invincible and nothing can hurt you.
Yeah, easy mode.
Yeah, and that there are people out there who are like, well, fuck that. That shouldn't even be in the game, but it's optional. It's kind of like if you wanted to figure out all of the opportunities in Hitman, I feel like you could totally do that without. You didn't have to engage in. You didn't have to follow the directions. You didn't have to follow the checkpoints. You could have just tried to figure it out all by yourself.
I think it's an interesting a way to ease people into these large sandboxy levels, especially if they haven't played a Hitman game much before. Because they do definitely just hand it to you, right? Oh, okay, I heard this guy, so here's this waypoint, and at the end of this, I will either get something really good to take this guy down, or I will just have a really creative and kind of arbitrary death. And so by making the DLC stuff very challenge heavy, I like that being the next level for these levels that are already sort of remixes on the original.
Yeah.
I like that idea, but again, if you had it, say whatever one of the challenges was, if there was a version of that was an opportunities where it's kind of handed to you, I don't know that needing to go through it step by step takes anything away from if you just did it based on the information from the challenges.
Yeah, I don't know. I always felt like there's the pro mode, which they added in a while back, which just makes everything just super, super hard. And then there's also, I feel like the, what do they call them? Not escalations, the elusive contracts or elusive targets. That those, because those are 48 hours and they turn off the radar and you don't get any info. Yeah. So I feel like there's ways to do that there's ways to challenge yourself if that's what you're really looking to do. Okay, these two need to come up every so often he's going to come up and do that fire trick, and I'm waiting for them to do that. Okay. So.
And he does that in this group room that we're on this level?
Yeah, he does it in there with all the peeps. I'm trying to get Sister Yildiz to come up here so I can hit her with this emetic so that she'll go throw up, and then I can kill her with one of the knives. There's an amputation knife and a circumcision knife in their little display downstairs, and if you kill her with one of those, that's like one of the feats.
Interesting.
So yeah, here they come. So I'm actually going to go over here and I'm going to tamper with the stuff.
Flame retardant liquid.
Yeah, and then.
But you mix it with the vodka.
I did, and then let's see. I'm going to get out the syringe, and here comes the dude, and she should be right behind it. Wait, did she go in that? Oh, she went in through a different fucking door.
Security man, get to know.
Okay.
He's got a real aloof attitude for a cult leader. What's up, bro?
Shit. This is a problem. Oh? Yeah. I was hoping to get her to throw up before he did that.
Maybe you'll get both of them in one.
No. There's a way to do that. Let's see. Is it? Okay. This is just going to be like a Hail Mary because usually she'll walk in the same door that he's walking in, but I need like. Okay, so the interesting thing about this particular area is that she actually has a deal. There's a bunch of mercenaries in the bar, and those mercenaries are she's hired them, and she's obviously like playing the role of second to this jackass, but she's obviously got something else going on because when he dies, she immediately goes to those mercenaries and they like Shanghai her off to another side of the map where you can't get to her. Yeah. So I'm going to try doing one of the other things I don't think is going to work. There's a bunch of fire extinguishers over here behind her. So there goes him. And then if I hit these, I feel like I got one shot at this.
Oh, no. Accident kill. Nice. Okay.
And
you got to get the hell out of there.
Well, this is mostly fine because they're going to go running looking for me over there. There's one person in front of me. But I'm gonna. Wait, was that a? No, wait, what's that movie with Gabriel Byrne? The Miller's Crossing. Like, look into your heart. Is that from that? Oh yeah. Also, the little heart on the bed there.
Oh no.
So now that I've changed, they don't know who I am. Right. Hey guys, what's up?
And you're just one of the fleeing.
I gotta get out of here. This turned out a lot sloppier than I wanted it to.
But it works. Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely. There's also it took me the longest. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I had to look online, but there's one of the challenges here that is called Slam Dunk, and it says cause an explosion that will launch Yildiz onto the canopy. I couldn't figure out for the longest time what they were talking about, and it's exactly what I just did. Is that you explode her up on top of that canopy.
Oh my God.
But it's a little bit difficult, and so yeah, I mean, both targets down.
So now you just got to get out of here.
I'm just gonna go back to my old cowboy outfit.
Oh no, Jeff!
No, quit looking at me, Jeff! Well, that blew my. I've already gotten a lot of my stuff is boned at this point, but.
Now what's going on here? What in tarnation?
Gee, I just came to. Wait, where is this again? This is
Malaysia.
Malaysia. I just came to Malaysia for all the rodeos and the bullfighting and.
Yeah. I'm getting out of here. What are the explosions? We don't do that in America.
I sell oil.
Oh, I need oil.
So then we have one quick thing here as we leave.
Okay.
Where Diana's going to note kind of the whole plot point of this.
Oh, right. There's like a turnabout on this.
I just saw a spike in traffic from the hotel's network. Looks like a series of automatically dispatched messages.
That's no
I'll
good.
get a team on it right away.
Yeah.
It's like a kill switch.
So this Doomsday cult has sent off an automated message. So that's the first one. I'm hoping that This is actually the easiest of the 4 missions to do. So,
do you think that this campaign is considerably harder than the season 1 campaign?
Not really.
No.
If you know what you're doing, it's actually quite a bit easier. So, woo. So yeah, because I blew up, it would have been. See, if I would have poisoned her and made her throw up and either drowned her or killed her with a knife, I would have gotten those 15,000 off because that was people I killed with the explosion.
Yeah.
And then the never spotted also would have happened if I was just a little bit easier with.
And that's a pretty good time bonus. Like only 16 minutes seems. I mean, it's not your first time going through this, so that's pretty.
Every goddamn time we record one of these, I sit down and I'll play over and over for hours. I'll play the same level, just doing the same thing. And then it comes time to record, and it's like, oh, that guy saw you do a bad thing this time, and then like now you're boned. So
it keeps you on your toes, though.
Yes,
it's unpredictable, and that's the like. it makes it tough to like really have like 100% surefire way to do any one Hitman mission.
Yeah,
but there's so much tension and like excitement that comes out of just the randomness that can happen with patterns and stuff.
Yeah. So this is the second one.
Okay. The author.
Yeah.
Oh,
so the
late
first
title card.
Yeah, the first one was kind of your setup, right? Is that was just a normal mission, and now you're getting a little bit more. They didn't kind of go all out the way they did in the season 1 cutscenes, but
listen closely. We've got an emergency on our hands. I'll have to brief you en route.
Improvisation is part of the craft.
that's a tiny airplane.
It's a personal craft, right?
Yeah.
Bangkok, it appears we misjudged what the cult was capable of. I misjudged it.
This should be interesting.
Yes. Well, I'm afraid eliminating Nabazov activated a ring of sleeper agents.
Uh-oh.
My current theory is that the network signal spike in Bangkok was a go signal, something automated.
A kill switch. Who are the targets?
So far, we've identified 2 cult members meeting in Sapienza to exchange.
It's really convenient of all of the world's bad guys to meet in 5 specific locations over and over.
To eliminate them both and extract.
And I'm including Gary Busey in that list.
Give me the
I haven't done that one.
That one is wild.
I want to do that one.
With him and the other guy.
Gary Cole.
Gary Cole.
Yeah.
It's incredible that they got both of them to do a very wacky.
I wish they would have done more of that. I think that would have been great.
So expect on-site security.
I'm guessing that'll come up as they're redoing Elusive Targets.
I hope, yeah.
Oh,
brother Akram.
Midnight to hand over the viral weapon. It is highly likely that Craig Black will leave Sapienza once he has the weapon. Plan accordingly.
So it's actually interesting how the first mission is pretty Hitman standard, but all of the subsequent missions have a little bit of a spin that's slightly different from anything in the campaign. And this one,
you have to pick up the weapon.
Well, no, this one is that there is there's a time limit. Is that eventually the Craig Black and Brother Akram will meet. They'll exchange the viral weapon, and then he'll leave. And so you have a certain number of like cycles between the start of the mission and when they meet to kind of get shit done. And if you dawdle for too long, like in most of the other Hitman maps, you just go forever, right? They just keep doing their cycles over and over again, and you can eventually...
You can still miss stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of can take it at your own pace.
Yeah, whereas in this one, it's a little bit more... You gotta pay attention. So this one's a little tricky just because of that. And you can actually trigger... So they meet at midnight, and... you can make that happen by there's a button in the Sapienza church that will ring the church bell, and it's weird that nobody is like it's 11:15. They're just like, oh, midnight.
It's the bell.
Gotta go. Or you could literally shoot the bell with your pistol across the map, and they'll just go hang out with each other.
Oh, wow.
So, but this one,
Good evening,
Brother Akram or whatever, he's not. There's not really anything
Sapienza
super good
Church
for him.
across the Marina Square.
But I think that
It
there's
is
something
invitation
really
only,
fun
so
with
if you want to acquire one,
Craig Black
we'll find
here.
another way to do
And I
it.
like that they've taken Sapienza,
Intercepts
which
indicate
in the
that
season
the
1
cult
campaign is
operatives
really
have
focused
already
on the
arrived.
mansion
Mhm.
and the underground
I
layer,
expect them to
Yeah.
meet at
and
midnight.
has made
Listen
this
to
one
the
about the
church
town
bell.
and the church.
Yeah.
Once the meeting is
Yep.
done, your primary
Even
target will
because
attempt
the
to
mansion
depart.
has an underground
Eliminate him
virus
before he can do so.
laboratory. That's
Yep.
the
You must
climax of
also
that
locate
mission.
and
Yeah.
retrieve
In
the
fact,
viral One
Oh
of
yeah,
your two
I
targets
decided to go
marked in
full
their
clown
position
on this one.
will be something small and easily moved.
Are you?
Do be careful with it.
I mean, maybe this is obvious, but are you more suspicious as the clown?
Nope, people are just like, huh, clown, huh? In fact, the clown actually has an advantage that nobody else has, and I will show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, if there was one thing that they would put in this game, I wish that they would make it so that his feet squeaked. Like, you know that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they're chasing the waitress?
Yeah.
No, he has this bat, and it's called, like, the party starter or something.
Oh, that's incredible.
And as long as you're dressed as a clown, this is a weapon, and they don't stop you from just carrying it around. They're just like, oh, it's a clown with a bat. Sure. So we're going to try. The first thing that I got to do is there's one guy that's like kind of wandering around here. He's this guy right here.
Guy in red?
Yeah.
He looks like an event like a caterer.
He is. He's a tech for a thing that's going on here.
Oh, okay.
And I'm hoping, let's see, that once this guy walks away, I'm going to wait for him to start moving backwards because that guy's
that
still,
other guy.
Yeah, he's looking right at me. Turn around. Okay. Maybe. Oh wait, I didn't do. Oh man, it sucks. Yeah. Okay, this guy comes back, so I'm gonna hope that he doesn't see that guy because I need to hide his body. Yeah. But whenever you hit somebody with this thing, it makes like it. A bunch of confetti comes out, and it says like home run.
That's great, and also probably not a great silent murder weapon.
Yeah, it's really silly. It's funny too because you have to do some escalation missions to get
this
to unlock all these things to unlock the weapons. The costumes are unlocked, I believe, by default, but the weapons you have to do a series of escalation missions that are all based on those weapons. So, like, the Raven suit comes with a sniper rifle that you have to do. It's in Marrakesh, like a bunch of shooting people on opposite rooftops. Yeah, they always come in when you come down here. So the first thing I'm going to need here is I need some poison. So I'm going to... Mario and Luigi are down here. I don't know if you...
The Italian plumbers.
The green
famous.
The green plumber and red plumber are down here.
Oh, great.
And so I'm gonna go.
I don't know what I expected when I saw a guy, but
and then let's see.
That's cornier than I thought.
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm sorry, does that say superior performance coin?
Yes.
Is it louder?
It's you get them in the DLC based on the number of escalations that you did before you bought the DLC. You get them as a reward. So I'm going to take this insecticide. I'm going to keep my bat. I'm going to drop my bat. And just because this is Rage Select, I'm going to go grab myself this brick right here. Where is it? Nope.
I feel like there are a lot of rocks 47 could pick up.
Where is it? Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of interesting stuff happening on this map. Craig Black is up there doing a reading. You can get in. There's one mission called the Mightier Than the Sword where he's got a pen, and you can take his head and like Joker slam it down, which is pretty fun. But this is by far my favorite because there is this guy, and he is a super fan of this author, and he's dressed up like the guy from Scream.
Oh.
And he's down here, and he comes over here to make these calls. He calls his mom, and he calls his ex-girlfriend, talking about how, like, I get to see this guy. And when he calls his ex-girlfriend, he's like, what's up, buddy? He's like, yeah, you said you didn't like book 4. Guess which one I had him sign? It was book 4. Like, he's just real shitty.
Oh, my gosh.
But this is one of the, like...
super fan disguise.
Yeah, this is one of the, like, Uber disguises that really lets you do, like, a lot of stuff. And there's, like, a little press event going on down here. But the light is broken. So the first thing you got to do is you got to wait for this guy to move away. And then you can fix the light. I'm going to zoom in on it in a second after I fix this light, but I think it's great that these guys are wearing a shirt that says Kaboy on it.
Kaboy.
But the eyes are connected, so it technically says Kaboom, like that Parks and Rec episode. So.
It's working again. How did that happen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
So this is
that's the first time I've seen interacting with the environment being suspicious, but you're fixing something.
Yes, yeah. So this is this guy, the photographer. You're at this like little press event for Craig Black, but Craig won't come down here. He won't call him until it's fixed.
You could just stand over by the well, please.
And then in a couple of minutes, Craig is going to come down here and he's going to
Do a photo op
with us. And it's actually really, I think that what happens, I don't want to give it away. It's really great.
I'm just gonna say,
Yeah.
there's a well.
Oh, this?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
but it's graded over. Man, I don't know what's gonna happen now.
Yeah, there's actually
witnesses.
over here. There's a bunch of propane tanks, which I think you can use in some creative ways. But I'm looking for something a little bit sneakier.
Okay.
Which
That's probably good. The couple of witnesses here. It's gonna be photo evidence.
yeah. There's also there's a security guy like right outside this door that'll get on your case if you try to like leave and come back
Craig
in.
Black, author and aspiring mass
God,
murderer.
look at that ascot.
Now I love this interaction.
So, any questions before we start shooting?
Actually, yes. The first two books make it obvious that Cassandra's estranged father is the gentleman killer. The confrontation with him is set up to be her defining moment. Specifically the same as at the end of book 3.
The xylophone does not play the right notes.
I like it. It's the Hitman. He's a fan of this guy's like book series.
He's a professional killer, right? So, how many hours do you think he spent on like forums and the subreddit, like finding these dumbass opinions?
So and then not only that, but at the end of this, you get to take a picture with him.
Look at the camera, Craig.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now that we've got our picture, we're going to poison everybody in this room and knock them all out with the poison. The only thing is that there's this guy, and he keeps trying to leave, and I've got to go into that poison to walk in front of him and stop him from leaving, or else he'll open that door. And no matter how quickly you run over there, he always tries to leave. But what this allows us to do then is, unbeknownst to anybody, we're going to take old Craig out over here, and we are going to kill him and take his identity.
That's great.
Which
I don't
is
think you had been able to disguise yourself as one of the targets before, have you? I guess maybe in the band one?
No, because your target was the lead guy.
Oh, and you were like the drummer.
The only thing that is that, like,
He
at this
doesn't have the
point,
mustache.
yeah, at this point,
He should have shaved him.
everybody just treats 47 like he's Craig Black, and I'm like, that dude has a rockin' handlebar mustache.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's prolific. He is he's the guy that everyone is there to meet. I'm
Yep.
sure there's an about the author photo at the end of all of these books.
yep. So I'm gonna push this to get brother Akram to come over and meet with us, and then I have one little job I need to do before he comes, and that is I got to get rid of the guards that are out here. You want to go around the left-hand side of this because there's a camera on the right, and even though the photo evidence is in the same room as the bell toll, I don't know, it's just a pain in the ass you don't need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this coin over here. When that guy goes to check it out, I'm going to
Stay here, you understand?
subdue his buddy.
Is that a wood chipper?
Yep.
That's
And then I'm going to subdue his friend. Give back my coin, man. And then I'm going to take him. I've tried to find an elegant way to do this, and there's very few good ways to do this, is that you just drag this motherfucker over into the sewer where everybody else is. I feel like the next day in Sapienza, there's going to be like 18 people waking up in this sewer just like, oh, man. But I do really appreciate the fact that this map allows you to essentially stalk the sewers in a clown costume.
oh, that's great. Yeah.
And then, because when we meet with Brother Akram, these two guys are going to be standing right next to him. So if we want to kill him over here, and then I'm not going to chip this guy because at current I have
Probably noticeable.
Well, I should have a silent assassin rating at this point because nobody's seen anything.
No gunshots.
No gunshots. No nothing. No witnesses have been, except for the targets, have been killed. The reason that I had to go knock that guy out was because he will walk back into that room. He's part of the staff, and he'll go back into that room at some point. So if everybody's knocked out, he'll see body found. You get that whole rigmarole. And this actually brings up an interesting thing. The one thing there's two things that I really wish that IO would put in would patch into this or the next one. And one of them is I really wish that there was a hotkey that you could use to speed up time. Because at this point, we are just...
Now you're just waiting.
Waiting for him to walk all the way across the plaza. And the other thing is, I really wish that they would make either a take a screenshot button, like a lot of those games, like photo mode, like an Uncharted where you can apply filters and stuff. But what I'd really like is something like Halo's Forge or like the Source Maker, where you could take your thing and then cut it into a movie, because there have been so many of these Hitman missions that I would have loved to have just made a little movie of me doing it.
That would be great, especially something that like cuts out some of the menu stuff.
Yeah.
Speeds up some of the...
And if I could have a replay that didn't have the map on it, or any of the UI.
That would be perfect for Season 2 or whatever the next project is.
The flame will burn eternal.
So this guy is actually in the last mission, palling around with Nabokov.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Truly be alive. Take it and set the world ablaze.
I don't want to set the world on fire, yo.
Yes.
Brother Akram eliminated.
Man,
Take
not
that.
even like in a briefcase.
Excellent, 47. I'll have a team ready to take
And
possession of the weaponized virus
cut around
as soon as you
this
extract
side.
it. Do be
Wait for
careful.
these guys to go.
Are they
All
suspicious?
objectives
Oh.
complete.
They're
Good
not.
work, 47.
What's funny is they're that guy's bodyguards, and like I totally nobody saw me kill that guy, but they're just like, I sense that our charge is dead. We need to leave. I guess we're done here. And then from here, you just take any of the Sapienza escapes. Like there's the car, or I think there's one other. Oh, there's one
There's a sewer.
Yeah.
Or it's not the sewer, but it's the back
like
way.
a gate in the city. Yeah. So then that should be, mission 2, and that is Silent Assassin, not suit only Silent Assassin on this map. I don't think I've done yet.
But it seems like you probably could pretty easily.
Yeah. I mean, you have to. There's a. So yeah.
Wow. Nice.
There we go. No witnesses, no bodies. Nobody saw anything. I think that there's a way. There's another person that has an invitation to the book signing, and you can get in to kill Brother Akram pretty easily just by sneaking in the back door. Yeah. But that technically would have counted for. I think there's the kill him as the fan, kill Akram as Black, and I think there's the don't be seen. But anyway, those are the first two.
Cool.
And tomorrow we're going to be back with the next two, which should be super easy because mission 3 is garbage.
It's junk.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's a weird thing.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Is there anything, Bryce? Would you like to tell the people of Rage Select where to find you on the internet?
Yeah, find me on Twitter at Brycas, BRYCAS.
Okay.
Super easy.
All right. Patreon.com/Rage Select. Amazon links are down below. Keep us in mind when you're doing your Christmas shopping. Start at that Amazon link. We're going to get some cashola.
Yeah, use that affiliate link.
Yep. And tomorrow, like I said, we're going to do Colorado. And if all goes well, I'm going to show you all Silent Assassin Suit Only Hokkaido, which is not easy, except that I'm the best. So we'll see you tomorrow.